Good morning and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Looks like the boys are waiting at the gate, so we'll go say hello to them again before we start the day. So there's some joyful faces at the gate. Hi! Hi you guys! Hello, how you doing? Oh, 44. Hi! You're so nice. You're so nice. First things first. Cleaning all the pails and giving all the ewes in the jugs fresh water. Ideally, these two should be let out today. Not sure if Arnie trimmed their hooves or not, but these two are ready to go out. So hopefully they can go out today. Everybody else looks good. And these guys, I think she's coming to her milk, but you can see the one is still hungry, so I'm gonna keep topping them up just a little bit and see how they do. So we'll go mix some milk now. But and I got the little triplet guy. He'll take the bottle a little bit too. Somebody asked how chewing her lamb were doing. They're doing really good back here. Her lamb's the one that's adopted a little nest in the box there, so she's always up top there, but she does play with the others and she's nursing up. She's gonna get up now. But everyone in this pen, this is the watch pen, but everyone's doing really well. Favorite spot. So I'm in the pen. The female always seems to take quite a bit of a bottle. The males come up right now too though. Arnie doesn't feed them in the night, so I figure in the morning that's when I'm gonna really see how they did with mom, and that is when they're usually hungriest. But we'll see how much they drink. This bottle holds 400 mils, so usually they should at least drink half each if they were bottle babies. If they are getting topped up, they won't drink as much. Hi, buddy. Would you like some too? Would you like some too? And then the little guy in the group pen, yeah, the mom doesn't like the little one very much. So when the big one nurses, the little one can sneak in and get some. But if he tries to nurse on his own, she walks away from him. So unfortunately, he's not tame, so I have to run and grab him. But yesterday, for the first time, I got him to actually drink a little bit. So again, if I can keep him topped up and he can fend for himself the rest of the time, he should do okay. So there's Killer with his oil on him. I mean, I can't see that any judge is gonna take points off because he got oil on him. But today I am gonna get my Dawn. I have Dawn. Yesterday we tried shampoo. Took a little bit out, but you can see not very much. So I'll try with Dawn, see if that helps. And otherwise he's gonna be scruffy. But we're supposed to get pouring rain tomorrow. So it's a long drive to the show, and even though the trailers are covered up and everything, inevitably the sheep are gonna get wet and a bit dirty in the trailer. So I'm guessing that they'll all be dirty, so he won't stand out quite so much. And so will everybody else's, I'm assuming. Although some people have jackets for their sheep. We don't have jackets because, I mean, we're not pros at this. We just do it for fun. Hi, Killer. Wasn't your fault. Nobody's mad at you. No, it's not your fault. No lambs again last night. But some Udder's here. We know we've got udders. So, if they could hold off, they could have some today, but if they could hold off for tomorrow, we'd very much appreciate that, so Corey doesn't have to deal with anything. But right now it's quiet in here. They're all eating, so that means we got at least a few hours before anyone has a lamb, because if they're eating like that, it means they're not in labor. So right now Geronimo is really in the mood, and there must be a ewe that's really close to coming in, and he can tell that, but she's not in a standing heat right now, so he's kind of harassing her, chasing her around the pen, and she's not too impressed by him at the moment. And some rams will be like that. They'll be a little more bossy with the ewes, and yeah, no means no. So if the girl doesn't want it, she's not gonna let them do it, and that can get them frustrated. Some rams will start hitting ewes and stuff. In the past, we've had pretty good rams. We haven't had ones that hit the ewes, but I know it does happen. And of course, when he's doing that over there, Gladiator can hear it, so he's a little pumped up this morning too. All is quiet in the Dorset pens at the back, so I'm pretty sure all these guys are already bred, so that quietens things down quite a bit. But like I said, Geronimo's harassing that ewe, and I could see that was getting Gladiator pumped up too, and he's kind of trying to win this girl over, and she seems to be a little more negotiable than the one that Geronimo's after. She's eating, but she's standing there, so I guess she's very negotiable. So because he's breeding, I'm gonna climb into the feeder and walk out of the pens. Even though Gladiator is a pet, we don't want to push things when they're breeding. And I just saw back there that that ewe was in the feeder, and she let Geronimo have his way. There we go. So with cool weather brings increased breeding. No one feels like doing anything when it's scorching hot out. Kind of destroys your libido. Not sure what Arnie's doing today, but he might be planting barley. That's the planter. And he'd put a whole bunch of beans in there, and we couldn't plant them, so he's got to scoop them all back out again. So we hadn't done those two ewes, so we're gonna do them so they can go out. So Corey has less to look after, and Dorsets are just terrible because they do the stiff thing where you can't bend them over, and then they kick, and then they hang their tongue out. But she has a single, so she's gonna go into the group pen. And the other one I'm gonna put in the watch pen, just because there's more room, and these two sometimes nurse on the same side, so I want to make sure they're not doing that all the time. See how long those hoops are? Those are extremely long. Back ones always seem worse than the front ones. So she'll feel a lot better once that's all off. If she holds still. The back legs are the worst to do. It's very uncomfortable for her. There she goes. Now she'll have a deworming. That's just Ivamic we give them. Funny we mentioned about watching the lambs drinking on one side because we thought this ewe was good with her single, but singles are notorious for drinking on one side. So we trimmed her, and part of the jug process is checking their udder, and her udder looked a little inflamed, so we thought we'd milk it out because that's quite common, that at first the heavy milkers will need to be milked out a little bit, but when we milked it out, it wasn't very good. She has signs of mastitis, and I'll show you. This is what came out when we milked her. Her milk is all tinged with blood. Luckily it's only on one side and we got all that out. We'll keep milking her out until that goes clear, and now of course she's on drugs. So good thing we checked that today, because right now there's no lumps or anything in it, but blood is definitely not a good sign. So I'm here checking out all the lambs. I managed to give number 2 a little bit more of his bottle. Chewy just finished nursing her lamb. They're right there. Oh, she might go back for a little more. And she's chewing her cud. I don't see any problems there at all. And right now I'm gonna get Killer out, and we're gonna try get that oil off him as best we can, and I've got my Dawn with me, so we'll see if that works. So before I do the washing of Killer, do a quick check on the pregnant ewes, make sure no one's lambing. People are in the corners, but I don't hear anything. So for now it should be good anyway. Okay, so step 1, I got him out here, and I had left the Dawn soaking on his back. So I can see that it did take a lot of it out. So now I'm gonna rinse him and wash his neck a bit, because I don't want the soap to stay in there. We'll see how that works. So it could be a plug for Dawn. We'll see. So I think we did a pretty good job. I got most of it off. We got a little spot on top and a little down the side there that just won't come off. And on this side I pretty well got it all. So I'm gonna leave that, and anyone who's nitpicky that badly, yeah, it's not really right, because it's about confirmation. So Arnie is planting our fall barley. This is the field he's planting at. It's a few miles from home. And of course I was getting ready and just stepped into the shower. So this is how I have to go deliver stuff to him. It's not funny. Don't laugh. Well, we got a lot of problems dealt with today, but unfortunately there's just not enough hours in the day, and we didn't get to train the sheep, and tomorrow's D-Day. So wish us luck for tomorrow, because yeah, we just haven't gotten the time to train them. And we had the little oil episode, but hopefully all will go well tomorrow, and hopefully I can get some videotape for you guys, whether we do well or if we just crash and burn. Anyway, thanks for watching, and join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.